No, they're not your friends, but they'll pretend to be.
We've got a bunch of texts that came in since we started talking about nail polish, and we lost Cameron. Hopefully he'll come back. Cameron, are you there?
I hear him in the background.
Is he watching? What is he doing?
Is he talking to his dog? He talks to his dog in baby talk. It's kind of funny. You're a good girl. Aren't you just a good girl? He doesn't know what he's doing.
All right, I'm going to bring him down. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is. Patty's on the line. She wanted to weigh in on the fingernail paint thing, but first I thought I would read a text in from Lori. She says the whole nail polish bit, it's the same as wearing clothes versus bringing up makeup. We live in a society that makes up norms. Women have to shave their pits and legs. There's no reason for us to do that other than not to appear masculine. That was my argument. Is why women wear makeup. They don't wear makeup because it's fun. They wear makeup because it's kind of a society thing. Like they kind of
societal
have to.
norms.
That's why I asked you if your wife gets up on a day where she doesn't have to go anywhere and puts on makeup. I know my wife doesn't. She'll just lay around in her sweats all day.
You are pro societal norms, like 100%, because you have such a problem with guys wearing fingernail polish.
I don't have a problem with it. See, once again, you took an angle on something. I was just asking you how you feel about guys wearing fingernail polish. And my thing is, personally, I don't care if they wear it or not. I know some people that do it. I shouldn't say I know them. I've ran across them.
Because you wouldn't associate
one way or
with
the
them,
other, it doesn't really bother me. I just think it's like they're looking for attention, and you think I'm wrong. You think they're looking.
You might be right. I mean, you know,
I mean,
they might be looking for attention.
I don't think they're looking. I don't think they do their nails to look pretty. I don't think they're trying to look like a woman. I think does her nails because she wants to look pretty. She wants to get a compliment.
I would say mission accomplished on the whole trying to get attention, because you've now given them attention for the last half hour. People that are guys that wear nail polish.
Well, people had stuff to say, so I thought I would bring it up.
Right.
Let's see. Lori goes on to say that I'd say most women wear makeup because society forces their hand. And then here's the thing. Well, let's grab Patty. Patty, what did you want to say?
I work at a local Rite Aid by Cal Poly, and I think that they lose bets and they get drunk or something. They paint their nails because they come in all the time and they're all yucky looking. And I don't want to ask questions, but I think that it's a bet or they got drunk and fell asleep.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for the call, Patty. I agree. I don't want to offend anybody, so you want to ask, but you don't want to ask. I know that in my 30s, I would just ask. Now that I'm a little bit older and hopefully a little bit wiser, I realize that when I've done that in the past, I've offended some people. Like Jeff is offended right now, or he's trying to take this stance that I'm trying to be offensive, and I'm not. I'm just trying to understand it.
I'm not offended. I know you very well.
I ask a lot of questions.
I know you very well, and you don't like the fact that people don't fall into societal norms.
That's not true. See, you don't know me at all because I don't care.
What's the deal with guys wearing nail polish? Well,
I would just like to know what is it about the nail polish that is there's something they do.
I really don't see it.
For the most part, when I do see it, it's black nail polish. It's not blue or red or green or purple.
Where are you hanging out? Because I haven't seen
it's black.
Where is this?
Now, other people wrote in and they said some dads will go in with their daughters, and you're getting to this age. Is your daughter getting mani-pedis yet?
I've let my daughter
paint your nails?
Paint my nails.
Yeah. But you probably wash it off later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't walk around with it. Look at mine.
Sometimes I'll forget. It's not a big deal. The thing is, though, you can tell, because it looks like Stevie Wonder did it. You can tell when my daughter's painted my nails. Usually, it's every color of the rainbow in fluorescent, and it's on the sides of my fingers as well.
Why don't you do this? You won't do this, but this would be kind of funny. You should go to her next time. You should go next time you're at the drugstore, the Rite Aid by Cal Poly, and buy some black fingernail polish. And say, when she brings out all the fancy girly colors, say, hey, how about we put some man color on there? Put the black on there, just to see what she says. What do you think she'd say? Would she be?
Is that a man color?
I
don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a man color or not.
Is that how?
I don't know any color that's a man color.
That must be how you perceive it, because that's how you bring it up. So you think that guys
because that's the nail color I usually see on men's fingernails.
Black nail polish on are manly. That's cool. I think you're telling us a lot about yourself right now.
Justin writes in and says, I know a lot of martial artists that paint their toenails and their fingernails. Yeah, Chuck Liddell used to paint his toenails. That I don't remember his fingernails.
I don't think he painted them. I think maybe his girlfriend, his wife, his
Somebody else painted him.
kids, maybe.
I do remember he used to come in, and I used to always wear flip-flops because we're here, and I used to look, and a guy that can literally knock you out by slapping you with an open hand.
Why didn't
you're
you
not
ask
going to
him?
ask him?
Why didn't you
You're
ask
not
him?
going to ask him.
So
The risk versus reward. The risk was too high to get knocked out versus the reward of finding out exactly why he does it.
You say you didn't levy that claim. You're like, hey,
Actually, I think you asked him.
dude,
I think back in the day you asked him, if I
what's
remember.
the deal with your toenails?
Because I remember going,
Are you
that's bold.
trying to get attention or something? How come that didn't come out of your mouth? I don't know that I'd asked him. I don't know that I care.
Will writes in, he says he has a son that's 22. He says his son paints his nails black. He's going through some kind of gothic phase.
Okay. Well, there's your answer. The gothic phase, Jeremy. At least on Will's front.
Why are you so against the fact that I'm curious about this? You just want to shut up.
I don't care.
You just want to move along.
I do, because I don't think it's a big deal. It's to each their own. Let everybody do whatever the hell they want to do with
I'm not
themselves.
telling anybody that they should or shouldn't do anything.
You come across
Once again, you're thinking that I am trying to say that people shouldn't do this. I'm not. I'm just trying to understand why.
You come across as critical when you say, I think that they're trying to get attention. That comes across as critical. So I think that you're being critical.
No. I'm sorry that you're so narrow-minded. That's not it at all.
Am I the one that comes across as narrow-minded?
You're the one that
in
has
this
an agenda
conversation?
here. You're the one that
There's
is
no
making
agenda.
assumptions. I am just saying.
I'm not making assumptions.
I was asking questions. Is it because they're looking for attention? Anyway.
And I don't
You
know
can
where
always
you're
weigh in.
seeing it all that much, because I don't think it's 2006.
I actually got some good answers from people that were actually willing to have the conversation and listen and answer some
I'm
questions
having
that
the
I had.
conversation
Not
with
try
you.
to take this down a certain. I'm not trying to take this down a certain
I'm
road.
not trying to take it down a road. I'm
No,
saying,
I think you are.
I
think you totally are.
to the
You're trying
very
to.
end-
You're trying to paint me into some kind of like
to the very end, I'm like, to each their own, and you're still
guy
but
that judges everybody. I'm not. I have questions. That's all. I have lots of questions.
if you bring it up, you're going to come across as the guy that judges everybody.
Well, listen, I got a question for you. And why do you keep putting gel in your hair? It's
I
not the
haven't-
80s, bro.
I haven't got around to getting it cut.
Yeah, it looks.
I'm very busy.
You look like you're from the 60s. You
I
look
know.
like
I'm
Leave It
getting
to
my hair
Beaver.
cut this weekend. I'm excited about
Okay.
that.
I didn't watch the game last night.
Oh, it was a great game.
I saw 22-21.
I don't think anybody watched it, and because of the debate and everything. And I started getting bored with the debate, so it was funny. Everybody was watching something else in a different room in our house. My daughter was watching her favorite gymnastics movie in the living room. How she got the living room, I don't know. Because she needs the room to mimic the scenes that they're doing in the gymnastics movie. She needs
a lot of room to dance.
So she wants to do the gymnastics. She wants to do the round offs and the.
But what does she weigh? Like 80 pounds?
She weighs 55.
55. Oh, sorry. Don't tell her I said that. I'm just guessing. I don't know what a kid weighs.
And then my son goes into his room and he turns on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My wife is in our...
Like the original, or is there like a new version?
There's like 5 different versions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No, I didn't know that either. Now there is a newer one.
Are you going to get him into karate or ninja stuff?
He is actually going to sign up for karate this week.
Nice. Cobra Kai.
If
he's got the blonde hair like Johnny.
Yeah, he does look like Johnny Lawrence.
A little bit.
Is that a problem with you, Mr. Kingman? Sweep the leg. And then my wife is watching the debate in the bedroom, and I was like, I was watching the debate with her, and I was like, okay, I get the gist of what's going to go on here for the next 45 minutes, because I watched about 45 minutes of the debate. I was like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to watch the football game, and the football game was super duper boring, and it was super duper boring, and it was super duper boring until the last 4 minutes.
It's like NASCAR.
Yes, or basketball. You only have to tune in the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, right. The last quarter.
And it was, if they were playing any other team in the NFL besides each other, it probably would have been a blowout. But it was 2 horrible teams playing each other. But the funniest thing was right as I was tuning in, and this happened earlier on in the game when it was super duper boring, Daniel Jones gets a huge hole and he runs up the middle and he's running. It's an 80-yard run, right? But he runs out of gas right before he gets to the touchdown.
What do you mean he runs out of gas? He's an athlete.
You haven't seen any of the highlights of it this
No,
morning?
I've not seen anything.
You've been worried too much about people's nail polish?
No,
Is that the deal?
My dog had to go to the vet yesterday, and he had to be, put under anesthesia. So I didn't see the debate. I've recorded it. I'm going to watch it when I get home today.
Right.
I didn't see the game. I was
If
just
your dog was
focusing
just
on him.
sleeping, then what were you doing?
No, well, by the time he got home, he wasn't sleeping. He was just sitting there staring at the wall.
So you were staring at your dog, staring at the wall.
And he was drooling, and I don't know. I was just doing stuff with him. And
stressful?
And so I couldn't really focus. I want to focus on the debate and the game, so I recorded them both. I'm not going to watch the game.
Don't watch the game, but watch and you don't even have to. Well, actually, watch the last 4 minutes of the game, and I won't tell you what happens because it was pretty.
Well, I know that Philadelphia pulls out the win.
Yeah, but Daniel Jones running down the field and then running out of gas at the 10-yard line and then just tripping and falling as he's got this pained look on his face from having to run so far.
Okay, wait.
Is the funniest thing I've ever seen in football.
Have you ever ran and
his own teammates, they showed a shot of his own teammates on the sideline, and they were cracking up laughing and pointing up at the screen.
You've ran before, right? And you just fall for no reason?
Yes.
There's no one around you.
Legs,
you're just running totally normal, and then all of a sudden...
your legs turn into noodles, and that's exactly what happened to him.
Don't they call it the turf monster?
That was definitely a turf monster. It was like a clear-cut touchdown. He had everybody beat, and the defense kind of gave up, and then all of a sudden he just falls down. Somebody runs over, taps him on the head, and you're down.
What I've heard about the debate, the other thing that was on TV last night was it was much better than the first one. There was, but that's all I've heard. That's all I've heard. So I'll have to look into that.
It was much better, and there was some jabs that made me laugh, and you know who was saying them.
Did anything change your mind last night, or are you still
no, nothing?
Already know who you're voting for? I think the funny thing is most people have already voted in this country, so this debate really didn't mean anything.
Before the debate last night, they were saying that they thought, by best estimates based on polling data, that 6 to 8% of the country, 6 to 8% of the country is still undecided. And I'm like, where's this 6 or 8%? But it's different in different regions. Like, you get a beat on who you think is going to win based on your community. And you have no idea how somebody else is feeling about it in, say, rural Indiana or, in St. Louis, Missouri. You have no idea what those people are feeling. You just have a gut feeling based on the people that you surround yourselves with. And that's probably now more than ever because of social media. I mean, you've said that you blocked people on social media as a result of political speech.
No, I didn't say I blocked them. I said I unfollowed them.
I don't know the difference.
The blocking is different than unfollowing. Unfollowing is I just don't see what they post. Okay. I'm giving them a 30-day break. You can give somebody a 30-day break, meaning you unfollow them. You don't see anything they post for 30 days.
What if they have a hot take about guys wearing nail polish? Then you're going to miss out on that.
Yeah, I guess that's the gamble I'm taking. The roll of the dice.
I still have yet to vote, though. And I realized that. And I was so worried.
Hey, you still got time.
Yesterday, I brought my ballot in because I was going to do it while I was working. And I didn't.
That sounds responsible.
I never got around to it. And, I've read all the voters' pamphlet and everything. I know how I'm voting. But I left it here and I did not open it up. And then I put it underneath my computer because I didn't want anybody, because I had to leave yesterday for a little bit. So I didn't want anybody to
steal it
because we are a office divided. Oh my God, we are an office divided.
Are we really?
Oh yeah, we are.
I mean, I know there's a couple people that are staunch in their beliefs, but
yeah, but I don't trust those people. So I stuck it under my computer, and then last night, I picked up my computer and I left and I went home, and I got about halfway home and I was like, oh, I left my ballot there for everybody to see. Luckily, when I came in, it was still here and sealed. So I have a renewed faith and a renewed sense of trust in my coworkers, because I fully expected that to be burnt, like disintegrated, cremated.
Well, maybe they're just lazy and they didn't come look for it.
So I will not be doing that. I will be casting my vote today because I almost did not have that freedom.
You can pull right up to the courthouse. You can run it. You can. You don't even have to go in now. They've got the outside thing. You can drop it right in at the door.
I'm going to.
All right. When we come back, we're going to give away the big drive-through down in Santa Maria, the haunted Halloween Haunted Hills drive-through. It's
6.66 scariest scenes per
3
mile.
miles of haunted crap and haunted scenes.
Haunted crap?
Well, haunted
I don't
stuff.
think it's haunted crap.
It's not crap. It's good crap.
I mean, these are actors.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to offend anybody.
what if they said this was 4 hours of radio crap?
It is. Come on. Don't we have the guy saying that? It's the biggest picture in the post right when you scroll down, and it's scary as hell. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. It is horrific, and I agree with whoever it was that wrote that. Let's see. It was is it MZ? Oh, it's like a nickname.
So what
she says this post is horrifying. I agree.
So what we wanted to do is see if you could match the photo to the cast member of the show with the 3 photos. The first person to do so was going to win this morning, based on us taking pictures of your mouth, which we found is a very tough thing to do. It's very hard to take a picture. You have to put your phone into selfie mode, and you have to take the picture, but you can't see what you're taking a picture of because you have to hold it below. Especially for me, with somebody like a schnoz like myself, you can't see past your nose what you're actually taking a picture of. So you're just hoping for the best. You have to snap like 15 shots before you get a good one.
So,
hey, guys.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Yes.
Elizabeth.
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
We're doing good. Hey, we got some good news. You're our winner today. You were the first person to identify all 3 mouths correctly.
Awesome.
How many guesses into this thing was it before we got Elizabeth's guess?
6.
4.
Oh,
4? Thanks.
Well, there's a bunch of fake news.
fake mouth.
Let's see here. Yeah, it was fairly quick, but it wasn't super quick. Patricia came in first. She was wrong. And then Sarah came in. She was wrong. Robert came in. He was wrong. Rachel was wrong. Julia was wrong. And then Elizabeth got it right. And then
That's 6.
yeah. So
Cameron.
there it is. That
What
is
are they teaching you at Cuesta College? Apparently, it's
well,
not
you went
math.
to Paso Robles High School.
I'm just there right now. I only see 4.
I wouldn't blame Cuesta on this. I think they kind of figure you know how to count to 6 before you get there.
Do they?
Now, Elizabeth,
Very good
Isn't it
math.
just high school with ashtrays?
I don't know.
Not anymore, I guess.
God, see, you're going to piss people off now.
Dude, they banned smoking all across the campus.
But before they banned smoking at all community colleges, that's what community colleges were.
High schools with ashtrays. So you've got the drive-through experience, the Haunted Hills drive-through experience. I don't know if it'll be as scary as the pictures of our mouths, but it's supposed to be pretty horrifying. 20 frightening scenes over 3 miles, okay?
Wonderful.